Hello, my name is Michael Evans.
I'm Richard Children.
I'm Player X.
And Richard Hulby cannot join us today, unfortunately. But today we're playing a cooperative game that we are going to lose called Bethel Woods.
Now, he says that. He's the only person who's played it before. I've glanced at the rules a bit, and Player X has had the rules explained to him a bit and looked at the cheat sheet.
A little late, but better late than never.
This is take two that we'll admit and not edit out. Because we made one slight critical mistake on the first play.
We had a critical error in our first play.
Yes.
So, I'm not saying this game is unbeatable. I'm simply saying we're not going to do it.
Oh.
Now, what we do is to start out with, so we got our pieces. The pieces, these, our workers go out in specific orders.
Yes, and each worker is a specific type of worker. And they're, of course, blue, red, and yellow.
And green.
And green.
So the yellow guys, they are mechanics. They fix mechanical malfunctions. The blue guys are engineers. They fix structural malfunctions. Green guys are technicians. They fix digital malfunctions. And the red guys are electricians. They fix electronics.
So, the first thing we're going to do is get the pre-existing malfunctions to the machine, and there'll be 6 of them. And luckily, we can't cause a malfunction at this point.
Critical failure.
So a critical failure at this point, yes.
These things are called malfunctions. Yeah, malfunctions.
Yes.
Okay, I did say that right. These things are called, remember, I played this, I'm the one that played this before, so this is why we're going to lose. Not because the game is unbeatable. The game can be beaten. I've heard of people doing it. I've never experienced it myself, though. These are malfunctions on the board. We take them from the board, and when we gain them, they become knowledge. So this is a green 4. The 4 means it goes on machine 4. A red 1. So I'm not just putting them randomly on the board. They're actually a specific place they go.
Yes. 4, 1.
Green 1. Blue 3. A red 2. That is 5 so far. A red 1.
Looks like red is the glitchy machine.
Now, once we get 4 malfunctions, it goes critical failure, which means we flip over the critical failure tile, which makes the game much more difficult for us. And we also put out a spy, which sort of counts as a malfunction, but it's harder to get rid of because if we got the number 6 spy, we'd have to land on 6, discard a yellow and a green.
Yes.
And
each of us have a different character that has special abilities.
yes.
For example, I have Fenn. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. F-E-N-N, Fenn. And her special ability, or his, it's kind of hard to tell, is you can substitute 1 knowledge. So, for example,
1 knowledge for getting rid of spies.
Getting rid of a spy. So, with getting rid of a spy in area 4 that normally has a red and yellow, I could do 2 reds, 2 yellows, red and a blue, red and a green, whatever. One of them could be off.
I have Judas. His ability is to discard 1 knowledge to give 1 or 2 knowledges of the same type to any other player.
I have Linny. My power is I get to discard 1 knowledge to remove 1 malfunction of the same number from play. So like say if I had this red 1, I can say I'll discard that and get rid of that red 1, which helps keep malfunction from going to critical failure or bring a critical failure back under control. Because if we have 4 here, if we then get rid of enough to get 3 or less, this goes back to normal. The critical failure flips back over. It stays there, so if it goes critical again, it will flip back, the same thing will flip back over.
So, I will pick up the workers from one machine and go either clockwise or counterclockwise, placing them one at a time. I will pick up the ones from here. Blue, nothing there to fix. Here, I can, because I placed the red one, I can fix red errors, malfunctions. Because there are 2 red workers there now, they can fix 2 red malfunctions. Then, I reach in the bag and one at a time place 3 malfunctions. And we have a blue 3. We have a red 2.
Come on 5, come on 5, come on 5.
And we have a red 5.
So what we have to do, we have to build the dream machine, which means rather than putting our last piece on one of these guys, we can put our last piece on the orphanage. White lines separate the machines, so that way it's separated from this one. And we travel along the yellow line, so we have to go along this way. So if, like I say, if you were putting your last piece here, if you had a red or a green, a red or a blue, you can put it here. If he had a red piece that was left over and he was putting one here, the red could either go here or you could put the red here and discard the amount that's on the back of this card to draw it. So the first one is 1, then it goes 2, then it goes 3, then it goes 4. And then we flip it over, and that's, so they're all in the same order, so we flip it over and we go here, and then we, like I said, the next one would be like this.
Yes. So the thing to remember though is the worker, when he's used that way, is frozen in that part of the machine for the rest of the game.
So that worker and that spot in the orphanage cannot be used again.
So player X can go now.
What I will do is I will take these. Yellow there for nothing. Green there for 1. And blue there for 2.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep.
And now, 3.
Because you were shuffled, it takes 2 to get the first one out.
Oh. No.
No.
Because I wasn't paying attention, I put the wrong one on top. These do not get shuffled, they go in this very specific order.
So, first one down. Red 2.
That's not good.
Oh, luckily you have the power to go, I take a red 2 and then get rid of the red 2. Next one down. Red 1. Not red, wrong. Third one down. Green 4.
So it's my turn, so I think I will do what player X suggested. Okay, so this, I'm putting this down, but there's only 1 red. Even though there are 3 reds here, I can only take 1. I'm going to put this red here, and put this green here. And even though there are 2 green here, there's only 1 green malfunction, so I can take this. And now, before my turn ends, I'm going to take this, discard it, and take this, and discard that. So that's what my power does.
And those are permanently
So
play.
these are permanently out of play.
And this does not get refreshed.
No.
Put it up here.
Because there are 3 ways we can lose. Is all 6 of the spies are out. If 4 or more of these critical failures are flipped over, or we run out of the malfunctions in this bag. But there are a lot of malfunctions, so that could take a while, so that's usually not how I lose. So the first one is a yellow 4. Second one is green 6. And the third one is a green 3. Now the reason we're doing one at a time is because some of these critical malfunctions change the way you draw malfunctions.
I can go yellow, green, green, red. I think I shall do that. So yellow does nothing. Green takes that green.
Now, what you put the green here.
Green.
What you could do, or you could use one of them to,
Yes.
for the
but I
orphanage if you wanted to.
just want to get rid of this first. So first one is a red 3,
Blue 3.
blue 3. It's a 2, followed by a 4. And last but not least, a green 1.
I shall take these. Blue goes here. Thank you. Yellow here. Red here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be my 6th if I could.
Yes. So
Yeah.
you can have up to 7, of course.
Yes.
Yeah. So this goes out of game. But we do get the first piece of the dream machine. So the next time we're gonna have to have 2 of whatever color we put in.
And we should not make it red. because that will leave us unable to get rid of many reds.
And now player X will put out 3 malfunctions. I almost said 2 again.
Yes.
That was the reason we made. That was the mistake we made last time. Was we put out 2 rather than 3.
And boy, was this an easy game.
I'm pretty sure even with 2 we were going to lose.
Red 5. Yellow 2.
I'm going to go green. This. Go red. Take this. Blue, blue, and blue. Blue 3. Now, putting them down isn't that bad. In a turn or two, that's going to change.
I can get rid of 3. Unfortunately, that would take me up to. Oh, that would only take me up to 8.
We have a limit of 7 knowledge we can have at the end of a turn. Like, say, if we ended up with 12, and we can spend some, that's fine. But if at the end of the turn you have more than 7, you have to discard down. And some of the critical failures will lower that.
Red here for nothing. Yellow. And red. So I will discard down. I will discard a red. Because we seem to be discarding reds. If you can put a green down here and get rid of 2 of those.
What I'm thinking. Yellow. Green for 2 green. And yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And now we place.
6 blue. 5 red. And 6 yellow.
I'm going to yellow, blue, grab the blue, and that's it. Green and red. So now I can use a red or use a green.
Yes.
To get the second one, if I get the second one. Because I think player actually go for this third one that's green and blue, or you can do it for red.
Yes, I can do it for.
Or on my turn, I can give 1 or 2 green or 1 or 2 blue.
So on your turn, you're going to have to get rid of Nolas, though.
Yes.
If you pick up any more. Six. That's not a good number.
Not usually.
Not in this game, at least. 1.
Okay. So I could do the 2 yellows, or group 2 greens there.
Well, if you pick these up, yellow, blue, get rid of those 2.
Yeah. And then
Do you have? You have enough for yes.
I
You
have
can do
enough.
yellow.
Okay.
Oh.
So yellow, blue. Pick up these 2 blue. Yellow. Spend these 2 yellow. Get the next machine piece.
If we actually do manage it, we'll fit together and make a picture.
Okay.
I don't think we're actually going to manage to do it though.
So.
But we'll show you
Oh,
what the
yes.
picture looks like afterwards once we lose.
Yeah, we win.
Well, I'm hoping the game's going to make a liar out of me.
So, start off with 2, 3, 3. Oops.
Okay, our first critical failure. So we flip this over, and this is players are required to discard any 1 knowledge before using unique character ability. So before we can use our abilities, we have to get rid of any knowledge. So basically, if I wanted to discard a knowledge to get rid of one of these, I have to do, like say, if I had a green 1, I have to get rid of another one, and then the green 1, and then get rid of one of those. And...
Okay. So, play your house.
Oh, before we do that, however, we now reveal the first buy. First buy is 1. Now that means why it's there. That means there are 3 spaces here. So that means the next malfunction that goes here makes this go critical.
Yes. If you start with there and get a blue guy here, you can go 2 blue guys there and take that off. So that would be 1, 2, 3. You'd have 1 guy left over, either a blue or a.
So we go 1 green here to take 1 green.
No. No. Because you have to end in one of the machine's things, otherwise you're discarding a lot of knowledge.
4.
Okay?
So blue there, and the green there.
Blue there to get this.
Blue there.
Blue there.
Blue there.
Just do these 2.
Then the green.
Oh, and this flips back over, so it's no longer malfunctioning. But the spy does stay out.
So the green,
So you discard 3 green.
3 green. And how many does that leave you with?
3 green. That leaves me with
4.
So these yours, and these are yours too.
Yeah.
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So you may wish to give you a knowledge right now. On your
Yes.
turn.
So, and we do the 3rd one, and he has 2 blue, which means give him 2 blue, which means he'll have enough for the next one on. If he can get to the next one on his turn, which we pick up that one, put that there. So give him 2. So give.
So I will
Mr. Shilton.
discard this to use my ability.
No, you don't have to do that anymore.
Alright. So
No, you do have to discard 1 in order to give them
Okay.
away.
uh,
He discards 1 in order to give 1 or 2 to someone else.
Okay.
So it's not the end
so
of your
it's
turn. So that's
discarding
fine.
it by using my ability instead of to use my ability.
Yeah. So you don't have to discard 2. You only have to discard the 1.
Yes.
And
Don't draw 3.
Watch it come up. 1, 1, 1.
Yeah.
Alright. 2 yellow. 1, 2.
2.
Other side.
Yeah. He's a traitor.
5 blue. Double die. And 5 blue.
I think I was this guy. I was this one over here. So that one's going to be used up. So that means red or green, or red or yellow. So
what you might want to do is take those 2 blue off. Like taking these guys and going.
you need to take one of the stupid blue off.
Oh, that's right. There's only 1 there. Still, it's better than doing nothing. That's,
Now, in order to get rid of the spy, we have to have our last person land on here. It doesn't matter what color it is. Have to last person land on here and get rid of a red and a green. No, it's in order to get rid of it.
So that means that Richard could move here and then red and green.
Who doesn't want to use the blue to get rid of that?
yes.
Who to get the next piece on this?
Yes. I'm sort of committed to doing that now because I'm going up with knowledge.
2 blue. I'm so sad. 1 red. Oh, I don't like that. Come on, not 1. Come on, not 1. Oh, good. 3 green.
Now, should I try to stop something from coming critical? Or just go for the blue? I think I'm committed to go in the blue because I have those 4 blues. So hopefully this doesn't go critical again.
So you're gonna have that
Yep.
there. I'll do that for you then.
So that's 4 blues. And we flip this over.
And that goes up top over here.
Yep. So we're going to have 2 things left. And we're running low on tiles almost.
Not that low.
Okay. So first one is
That's not how we're gonna do it.
6. Five. 4. Look briefly like one as I glanced it upside down.
So I'm not the only one who made that. It's the first time I tried, I made that mistake. They laughed at me.
Alright.
So,
So I cannot get rid of this spy at the moment.
no, because you don't have the red colors. What do you need for that?
And I need a red.
A red. No, there's no.
That means if, because that has too many, that has too few.
Yes. So, try to get rid of one from here or one.
Alright, if we go red, nope, there's no green there.
No. You can go
I'm
green.
thinking yellow, green.
Okay, that works.
Yellow, green.
Yep.
That gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
Draw the 3 malfunctions.
Alright.
Now,
Hopefully they won't be.
is there a blue slot you can get
No.
to?
There are no. The blues are all used up.
Okay.
For the orphanage, yeah. Blues are all used up.
Is there a green you can get to?
That's a green,
Red
a red green, and that's a red yellow.
So this one uses duct tape.
Yeah, and if women don't find you handsome, they can really find you there.
Yes.
Red 5. Red 4.
So that's the last one.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this could be worse. Go here, take 2 red.
Uh-huh.
Go here. Okay.
So now you must discard down to.
Or wait a second. Is there anything I can do to get rid of malfunctions that's going to hurt us?
What
You get rid of a red one here.
No, I can't because I don't have any red 4s.
Oh.
Red 5, red 5, red 5, red 5.
Do you have any ones?
We don't need blue anymore, really, so. Because blues are useless there. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Remember, you could discard one off the board, perhaps. Your special
Let's
power.
see.
There's no 5 blue. There's no
4 green.
no 4 green.
6,
There's no 6 green.
5
There's no
blue.
5 blue. No, there's no 5 blue.
Oh, there's a 5 blue. Yeah, but well,
You want to throw it away or throw it away and throw another one?
it's really it didn't really make a difference when I watched the 3 5s come out.
Watch it. If the next 3 are 5s, it will be perfect.
Yep. No, that's a 1.
Kaboom. Less than 6. Or less than or equal to 6.
Leave that just shrunk of hand size.
That just shrunk our hand size. Players are limited to retaining only 6 knowledge between turns. Anytime this critical tile is real, all players must discard down to 6 knowledge immediately. Also, players cannot retain more than 6 knowledge at the end of the player's turn while this critical condition is still active.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, let's look in. I'm going to probably need the reds more than the greens. So that was 1, was it? That was my
Yes.
first one. Yay. 6. Oh, good. And I know what I read, but I was thinking 4. Okay, 2. Okay, see now.
Okay.
Now, is everyone down to 6?
Yep.
Okay.
Go blow it. Okay, I think I will take out the spy. You need a red and what to take him out?
A red and a red and a green for him.
Okay.
Yeah, so for you it's a red and an anything.
Yes, well I've got a red and green. Unfortunately, the only thing I can do to get rid of him is move that yellow on top of him.
Mhm.
Yep.
And does he go back onto the street?
He goes on the now with the spy. When they're defeated, they go on the bottom.
Okay.
Alright.
So now we know once if we get 5 more spies,
And
he's going
unflip
back.
that
Yes, and this is no longer critical.
for the moment. It's going to go critical in a couple seconds. So first we have 2. Second we have 2.
Critical. That is. Wait a second before you draw the next one. We'll find out what this one does.
+1 power down.
place one additional malfunction when place one additional malfunction when placing malfunctions. This becomes active as soon as it is revealed.
Okay.
Therefore, any additional malfunctions should be placed in the same turn as it is revealed. However, if this is the what we forgot to do,
What?
we forgot to spot a spy when that one critical.
No, the spy.
No, that was when
Okay,
this one
yes.
was critical.
Right. Alright,
So,
so spy.
First one was 3, so technically that was critical.
Okay, this goes critical now.
So so this should have been critical beforehand,
Yes.
Yeah.
which means this goes critical, which means
Okay,
The
there's also
one extra.
the one extra to use our
And the
powers.
spy for.
And the
spy
spy
from here.
is 6.
Okay. And that was the third one. Now go critical. Here.
That goes critical.
And
We lost.
No, wait, that's only
there's
3.
also a spy from there that needs to be put out, and that spy that needs to be put out.
Okay, so that's 5. Goes there, and so this is from before.
Yeah.
That's 2, which means that's already critical.
Yeah.
So that means we have 2 spies left to put out, and we have 1 more machine to go critical before we lose.
Okay.
So we messed up a little bit 3 turns back.
Yes.
Apologize for that. I'll make a comment in the video.
Yeah, this is what we
There's a
missed.
note in the video of where we messed up,
Mhm.
in case you're trying to learn from us. And
So, Mr. X. You can get rid of. You don't have enough of the same color to do anything.
Let's see, I can clean up a red, clean up a yellow.
wait, if we can get this one down.
Okay, if we can get this one down, or this one down, or that one down.
Well, no, this one's going to go critical,
Yes,
and
I'm
that
just
will make
thinking-
us lose.
I'm just thinking red,
Yeah, red.
green,
There's no green
Sorry.
in there, but red,
yellow,
yellow,
red.
blue, red.
Okay, red. And this is no longer critical.
No, never mind. Sorry, yes, no one critical.
Red.
Yellow. This is no longer critical.
Blue.
Blue, still critical.
And red.
And red.
No longer critical.
No, it wasn't critical. Otherwise, we would have lost.
Okay.
So now my hand size is too high. Way too high.
And I believe, is that the one, which one, is that the one, number 2, gives you a hand size of 6?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
So,
that's one there.
Yeah.
One plus one down.
Yeah.
So this one
That's
is
the
the-
hand size down. No, this is the hand size down.
So this is the one with less than or
No.
equal to 6.
This one is place one additional function. That's place one additional function, so we're placing
Okay.
4 malfunctions.
so place another malfunction.
Well, first,
First, we have to discard down,
discard down, and I
or use your
spend.
your power.
And give him a red so he can move a red in.
No, he spent yellow, so he has to get rid of yellows.
No, he spent a red, didn't he?
No, he spent a yellow.
Okay.
This was the one he
To
spent.
give you 2 yellows, so
What would that do?
hopefully,
Actually, no. Take your yellow back. Here, take
Take
your
it
yellow
back.
back. Give me a red. That way, I have enough for 5.
spend a red to give a red.
Yes.
Thank you. You're still gonna have to discard some cards
Yes.
Yeah.
because it said
And then I will discard a blue.
Because it's the red, green, and red, yellow is left. And he can get one on his turn.
that. Well, he had to. Well, he had to discard it anyways because
Yes.
he had to discard the next one to use his power because of that. Yes. Okay. So, anyways, now we know what we're doing.
Yes.
Almost.
First of 4.
First of 3.
Oh, wait, no. Yes, he didn't have to discard the next one.
Okay.
I keep forgetting what that one means. I'm sorry.
Critical.
Yes. And a spy comes out.
Yep.
And the spy coming out is number 4. Which does not make it more critical.
No. But that one means I believe we have to pay an extra one to get these.
Okay.
Pay 1 extra to get them. Yep. Players require additional 1 extra knowledge when sending workers to the orphanage to construct the Daydreamer. As long as this condition is active, players must use 1 additional knowledge of the same type when constructing the Daydreamer. It is possible for players to remove this critical conditioning by fixing malfunctions and send a worker without requiring additional knowledge on the same turn.
No, it's not.
Okay,
So, next one.
it should be. In theory it is.
Next one is yellow 6.
Which goes critical. And that was the last buyout.
And we lose.
We lost. I did say, okay, and so we're going to make the picture for you because show you what it looks like because, you know, otherwise I'll never actually see it constructed.
So it's a nice little arc.
That is the Daydreamer. So this has been Bethel Woods. We'll be back in a moment to give our opinions on it. So we're back to give our opinions on Bethel Woods.
I think the winning strategy might be to wait till all the players have 5 to 7 knowledges, then try to construct the machine.
Honestly, I don't know. I've never actually won, so
Yes.
I really do like this game. It is deceptively simple. It is simple to learn. Well, when you first start playing, you're like, oh, it's nothing to do with this game. It's so easy. And then you get playing, and like, why can't I beat you? Like I say, it's not unbeatable. I'm not. Our official stance now is no game is unbeatable. It's just we're probably not going to beat it.
This is the first time most of us played through it. Yes, does add an extra dimension of difficulty.
Yeah, but like I say, it is. I find it a lot of fun. It's very simple to teach. It's very easy to teach. You know, it takes about 5 minutes to teach, and people are usually playing it. The hardest part is remembering to put out the spies when a machine goes critical. That's something I always forget. You know, every time I play, I always forget at least once.
Yes. Well, anyway, that was a interesting bit. I enjoyed it, but I think the strategy would be to wait until everyone has a lot of knowledge. Get to a mid-game point, then do a rush in where somebody does 1, then somebody else does 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that way.
See, the problem with your strategy is that when things start going critical, you have to abandon your, okay, well, I got all this knowledge there, I got to start getting stuff off there.
Yeah, I know, but you at least have the option of doing something.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that, like, say, this is why like I say, I've never actually gotten that far yet. Like, say, it's usually like, okay, we better start building the machine because there's criticals start building up, and we don't have anything done yet.
Yeah, the fact that each piece of the machine you build gives you one less worker. That if you start doing it in bits and drabs at the beginning, that will hamstring you because there was plenty of times when we needed to get rid of reds, but the first person we put in was a red. We had one less red to take off red functions. So,
like I say, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that, like I say, it's just one of those things that, no it doesn't
anyway,
quite click naturally.
If anybody else has played this game and wants to tell us their strategies, we'll be welcome to read it.
We will believe you.
Yeah.
Yep, like I say, a really fun game. I really enjoyed it. I backed it on Kickstarter as a whim, and I'm really glad I did. There's something about it. I don't know. I think I want to try this, and I'm really glad I did. I've played it a few times. I've never won it yet. My wife and I came within 2 moves of winning, and then we lost 2 ways. We lost with forcing machines going critical and having all 6 spies out. But I think that's all we have to say about that for now. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe and comment. We love to get comments. And other than that, I think that's about it for this video. Thank you for watching. This has been Cards and Boards.